Hello, potato. So, if you watched yesterday's video, if you're one of those 3 people, you remember that I mentioned that we would do something a little different today. I'm not starting a new bin today. I have 2 more bins sitting off to the side here, but we're not going to start a new bin today. Today we're doing something different. And I mentioned kind of stealing it from another YouTube channel, and that channel is one called Dancing Bacons. It's a person, I think male, but you only ever see the person in like reflection and their hands. Kind of like me, but they do, I think YouTube picked them up because not only do they do kind of unique foods, they do a lot of vending machines, and I love vending machines. And they're based somewhere in Asia. They do a lot of stuff from Indonesia, Taiwan, Japan, China. And one of the things that's reoccurred in 2 or 3 different videos is the fact that the person, whoever Dancing Bacons is, likes cup noodle curry. Now, I've only had Japanese style curry like 1 time in my whole life, and that was at a local restaurant. Most Japanese places around here don't do the curry. They do your katsus and your udons and your ramen and stuff. Teriyaki, obviously, but not so much on the curry. So I've only ever had it 1 time, but I quite liked it. I had it with chicken katsu. It was very good. But in multiple videos, he's featured cup noodle curry and mentioned liking it. It's like, well, this sounds interesting. Is that a thing I can find here? So, while doing some grocery shopping, I found that yes, it is. And oddly enough, it's not with the other instant noodles, because it may have been there the first time I looked, and it wasn't, and I didn't find it, because I looked with the other instant noodles, and it's not. It's in the Asian section, across the aisle from the instant noodles, I guess because all the other cup noodles are somehow more American. I don't know. Didn't this used to run an ad of like a guy in kabuki makeup sitting at a baseball game eating cup noodle? I'm gonna have to look that up. So, yeah, I've never tried. For me, cup noodle, and I don't usually do cup noodle because I didn't like the old styrofoam packaging. They seem to have changed it a bit. It still feels like it's styrofoam, but like different kind. Doesn't feel as flimsy. Hopefully it isn't as chemically. What's the best buy on this? March 25th of next year, so it's well in date. I have lost my train of thought. I've distracted myself again. But I thought, you know, that could be interesting. I enjoyed the Japanese style curry that I had. I like ramen. I like instant noodles. I usually go with the top ramen, which I discovered also is Nissin. I had for some reason thought that cup noodle was not made by the same people as top ramen. I think I was thinking of Maruchan, which does have a non-cup ramen. But no, top ramen and cup noodles are both Nissin. So I thought, yes, well, you know, it's here. We'll try it. It apparently is the #1 curry instant noodles in Japan. Now, I have no idea how many types of curry noodle they have in Japan. I know the store I found this at had this. They had other different cup noodles. They had like kimchi and shrimp and stuff, aside from usual chicken and beef. And I quite like, I've tried recently the soy sauce flavored ones, which that's not really a flavor. I could achieve that by pouring soy sauce into it and probably be lower sodium. Because that's always been the issue with instant noodles for me, is the massive amount of sodium in them. Let's see, what's this got? Sodium-wise, this has 1,450 milligrams of sodium. So that's what 1.5 grams of salt. It's 63% of my daily requirement. So guess what? I'm going to be passing my daily requirement today. Or more likely, I just won't be drinking all the broth out of it. Which is usually, if I use the powder included, I usually just don't drink the broth. I'll eat the noodles and toss most of the broth away. More frequently, what we've been doing recently, and this is part of why we get the top ramen instead of the stuff in the cups, is just toss the seasoning packet out all together and make our own broth with like chicken stock and soy sauce and garlic and ginger and, you know, just whatever we happen to have around to make our own sauce. All right, but let's look more at this. For the creamiest curry, follow the instructions on the cup. Now, my thought when I decided to do this was that, oh, I'll just have a kettle in here, boil some water, pour it in. But no, that is not what it recommends to do. That you can do that, but the recommended instructions are to microwave it. Although step one of both instructions is to go for it, which seems interesting. No added MSG. They always put that on everything nowadays. Doesn't matter. MSG is just another type of salt. It's got 9 grams of protein, so that's something. It's also got 13 grams of fat, which is something else. 350 calories. Yep, I'm sure it will look nothing like that. I'm guessing you can add your own potatoes to this. I mean, there might be little bits of potato, but they're not going to look like that. There's no way in the world this is going to cook up to look like that picture. It's just not going to happen. So, all right, that's enough waffling. Let's get on with the actual making of this thing. So, what do our instructions say here? Step 1, go for it. Remove lid. Tip or shake cup to move seasoning powder to one side so that the noodles can be seen. Pour room temperature water into exposed noodles, stopping at the inside fill line. Place in microwave, uncovered, 2.5 minutes. Slurp away, stir and enjoy. Okay, so let's see. I'm thinking, you pour in water, you put some weight on the top of it to keep the lid shut, and you let it steep like tea. But no, they say to put it in the microwave. So let's rip that top off. And that's what we have inside. Oh, there are some pretty good sized chunks of, I'm assuming, our potato. How's it smell? Ooh, smells like curry. Now, how many of you out there still don't realize that the noodles don't go all the way to the bottom of the cup? They go to about there. That's all dead space down there to give these out room to bloom out. And yeah, there's not really any way. It's not a secret. I mean, one of the Dancing Bacon videos we watched, they actually went to the cup noodle factory where you can make your own cup noodle, which is, of course, where he made a curry cup noodle with like some other stuff in it. And yeah, it's not a secret that you can see them. The noodles coming off the little conveyor belt are clearly, like that big. That room there is for this all to spread out. Right, I guess it's about as off to one side as we get. So we have, looks like some little bits of potato, some carrot, parsley, or probably green onion. It's cup noodle. I'm sure it's green onion. Lots of powder. How's this powder taste on its own? I have some on the chopstick here. Not bad. A little salty. A lot salty. But yeah, it does. It tastes like curry flavored things I've had before. So our inside fill line is there. And I'm going to fill this up into the inside fill line. I didn't know how much water this would take, but I figured 2 cups has to be enough. So, yeah, it took about 1/4 cup, 1/3 cup, nowhere near 2 cups, but it's going up. It's not quite there. Hold on. All right. Yeah, not very much water at all compared to like your usual cup noodle. All right. So uncovered for 2.5 minutes. And here's the part where we get to hear the microwave sound like it's dying. And when eventually it does, that is when I will have to start shooting this part of these in the kitchen. Which that'll be fun, because I don't think this tripod goes up high enough for that. All right, so I will see you back here in 2.5 minutes. Let's pop this open and give it a try. Well, warm. See, why do I feel like that should have more water? Let me stir it up. It doesn't say to let it sit, did it? Of course, it did say that cooking time may vary. It is quite warm. Yeah, just a stir and enjoy. Oh, it says let stand for a minute. It says let stand for a minute. I didn't read all the words. I didn't read all the words. Let's put it back in there and give it a second to rest. All right, we've let it sit for a minute now. And that will have made all the difference, I'm sure. All right. Well, it feels a little bit more pliable. It's not creamy like it was on the boxer. I feel like there should have been more water in this. Because like there's big clumps of seasoning still. I think I have messed this all up, but I followed the instructions except for the whole letting it sit for a minute. I'm going to add a little more water and put it back in for another minute just to give it its best possible chance here. I think maybe the water is supposed to seep through the noodles, and it didn't get a chance to do that for whatever reason. All right, let's give it another try. We've had another minute of cooking with some more water. Yes, I think maybe I add a little too much water to it, but that does look better. It gets some movement in it, so I can scrape some of that flavor down from the sides. Get it all stirred up. Yeah, the seasoning seems like it's more dissolved now. Yeah, there's not a ton of broth in there. You can see me and my camera in the reflection of the microwave. All right, so where do the little potato bits go? They're in there somewhere. All right, let's try this. See if we can get some out. Get you a good look at that. All right, we try it. Very salty, but good. I can see why Dancing Bacon likes these. Can we get a potato bit or any little veg up? Here's a potato bit. If I can get it. There is us a little potato bit. How's that like? That's actually quite good for extremely salty, but not bad. I would get these again, I think. In fact, I think I may have to try some other cup noodles. See what else I can find. This one makes a lot of stuff now, I've noticed. They have chow meins and the bowl noodles, and I will have to see what I can find doing some grocery shopping. I know a place where I could probably find stuff, but I haven't been going over there. Maybe I'll go over there at some point and see what they have. Well, that's going to do it for today. So my final verdict on Curry Cup Noodle. Very salty, but It does taste similar to the Japanese style curry I've had, the one I've had. And yeah, I would probably get this again. This would be good for at work if you want to stink out all your coworkers as revenge for them making fish or pot stickers in the microwave. You can make up some of this because it really does smell quite strongly. Although I'm kind of coming nose blind to it already because I'm in a small space with it. Or maybe just because I've been eating it. I don't know. Yep, that'll do it for today. Thank you for tuning in and watching, and I hope you liked the fact that it wasn't a bin video. Doesn't mean there won't be more bin videos. I'm still here next week. We're going to start a new bin. But for this week, we'll finish off with some other stuff, like Curry Cup Noodle. And we'll finish off today with the usual advice to please wash your hands carefully, wear your mask when out in public, practice your safe social distancing, and stay healthy. And I'll see you in the next video. Eating these, though, probably not the way to stay healthy. So maybe eat too much of this and maybe you'll need that poop like a champion cereal. All right, that's enough. Next video. Bye. Like, share, and subscribe.